Hello Eternum. After the last video, a lot of you have reached out to me and asked if I know of any spots where you can grind to the maximum gear score from 560, and there is. And you can do this totally solo or with a couple people. So this is the spot we're talking about today. It is called the Sprilla Tower. Initially during my testing, I dismissed it as an optimal spot because the elite there takes 5 minutes to spawn. But that doesn't mean that it's not a good spot, because you can kill things that are level 64 all around him, and you can kill a bunch of archers that are level 63, and they will drop gear score increases as well, but at a much lower rate. I believe the best way to farm gear score, aside from doing the chest runs, which requires a lot of people and organization, is to just farm silver border elites over and over. And so I went out and tested, tried to find a better way to farm this exact spot, and to my surprise, there is a better way. The way things work in New World when it comes to spawn timer is that while most silver border elites have a spawn timer of 5 minutes with few exceptions, there are ways to make that timer go down faster. For example, if you're outside of the landmark and no one else is inside, the mobs actually reset much faster. Instead of 5 minutes, they'll reset in 2 minutes. I could think you know where this is going. So as you can see, from here I can actually set up a camp, which means that I am now technically standing outside of the tower range. From here I can see the boss spawn, and basically every time he spawns I can go in, kill him, and kill probably the archer in the way to make sure I don't get shot when I'm fighting the boss, and just come out, wait 2 minutes, do something else in between, watch a movie or something, watch YouTube, and just continue on and rinse and repeat. And this is much less stressful for me personally than running in a big group trying to get everything. So before I demonstrate the elite kill run, please do note that YouTube algorithm really wants me to title the video something like "This simple trick tripled my farming speed all the way up to maximum gear score." And believe me, that would have been a really eye-catching title, and it would have gotten a lot of clicks, and technically I wouldn't even be lying, but I can't do it. But I will, however, show and say that if you do like the way I do things, my content, it would be great if you would subscribe and share and just comment or anything. So let's jump into the content. To show you that the method in fact works, I just killed the boss, ran up here, and de-aggroed. So I'm gonna fast forward the timer, and you'll see that within 2 minutes, the boss will have spawned. And there he is. You can see from where I'm standing that he spawned. So this is another reason I like this particular spot. You could technically do this in the other part of the map. You can go all the way over there or go all the way past the landmark, but I like here because you can have a view of the boss. So when you move in, I highly recommend that you avoid the dogs. Just time it a little bit, and there's a dog over here as well, and just go straight for the archer. So forgive me if my fighting is rather unimpressive because I've been pretty tired. So now I'm at the boss. I chug a potion because I took way too much damage. And of course, keep in mind this is much easier with 2 people. And with more, it would be just a breeze. So I could aggro the boss if I have a ranged weapon and pull him to a safe spot. But since I already took out the archer, I'm not too worried. I'm just plan to fight him here. So he has fast swinging attacks, But mainly, he has two attacks you really need to watch out for. So one of them is the jump attack. You want to dodge that. It has a wind up where he prepares before he leaps. If you do not dodge it, this is his hardest hitting skill. But as you do more, you kind of get a feel for it. And with two people, you don't have to worry about it as much. And there you go. I just solo the boss. And sometimes the archer will aggro you here, but to be the most safe, you could potentially pull the boss all the way over here. Once you dispatch the first archer, you don't have to worry about him as much. Some point of interest in here is that if you're able to comfortably farm the boss, you could get the chest here, and there's a chest over there, and there's two more up there, and yeah, you can grab those when they come off cooldown. Another thing I like to do is to just gather all this soul worms for a chance to get the motes, because it's just easy free materials. And there's another soul worm over there that you can gather, and that's what I do while I kill the boss. It takes no extra time, so it's really nice. And after killing the boss, you simply just run back up here, and yeah, I highly recommend you make a camp around here just in case something goes wrong, but I have done this so much that it's just become very easy to me. Along with this video, I'm going to attach a link to a Google document where I collected all the data from my grind of this boss, and yeah, you can see that it's quite a massive amount of data, and I recorded it when there's no drops, whenever I get a good drop, and I'm gonna color code them by the time I upload this video, so hopefully that's helpful. And more importantly, this is what I got. So over the course of 21.81 hours, I managed to get 84 gear upgrades. So that averages out to 3.85 gear upgrades per hour, which is actually comparable to the chest runs and any other elite grind. So this spot, I personally find it to be very relaxing, and the fact that you can solo it means a lot to me, especially I'm playing on a relatively low population server. Feel free to check out this Google Doc. You can also see where I have made progress. I completed the upgrades on my helmet and pants. The body is close, and gloves and boots are practically there. And in terms of weapon, some of them are much closer than others to max. And if you see them in brackets, that just means that those I actually got doing chest runs. So in between all my grind, I did 2 days worth of elite chest runs in Scorch Mines and Murguard, and I got those following upgrades. And roughly those runs in total took me more than 5 hours. So on average, this is very comparable to the grind. So yeah, overall, this is a good spot. I would recommend it, especially if you use the trick to reset the timer for 2 minutes instead of 5 minutes. So hopefully this will help you get your gear score up to the maximum, and I wish you best of luck in your grind, and thank you so much for watching. I will probably be working on skill guides next, so if you're interested in those, I will try to be as informative as possible. I know there are already a lot of guides out there, but hopefully I can provide you something that's more worthwhile. Because I plan to do more videos, it's almost required that I put out videos more frequently, and so I do plan on going over the weekly updates or if there's any big announcements, and hopefully I can provide enough insight for that to be worth watching. But yeah, hopefully you guys don't mind I put out more content, and thank you so much for watching, and best of luck.